a bag up in Louis, then go cop a crib on the north side. 1500, that's the gain, no.
Yo, JP Nation, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's the boy Maxim as usual, back with another My Hero Academia The Strongest Hero video. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out here. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button for me real quick. It helps the channel a lot, especially that we're trying to reach that 10k subscribers before the end of the year. And when you're at it, just click that like button. It helps the channel a lot as well. And with that out of the way, let's talk about what they're going to be announcing, or possibly going to be announced on Wednesday, because yeah, we had a dead week recently and they're probably going to be releasing a new character very soon. Unfortunately, we don't have any leaks anymore because apparently, according to Zoro, our previous leaker for My Hero Academia The Strongest Hero, basically they started like kind of hiding the files. It doesn't like deny the fact that we had like some sort of like ads so that they got released like previously in the game, and they sort of like indicated that there is a lot of villains that are actually gonna come up to the game like very soon. We saw like a lot of muscular, we saw like All for One as well being sort of like teased in the these sort of like small ads that we can actually see on Instagram, Facebook, and those kind of like social media like platforms, which is like quite interesting because I don't know why they sort of like don't have any like chronological sort of like order for maybe they can just like work on the story, and as like the story progress, maybe release the character that sort of like coherently works with that story. But yeah, they're just like kind of releasing stuff like randomly. So we saw like Hawks like not long time ago, which is like was really interesting because he was just like an arbitrary like project that they just like got released. But there is a lot of like options that we can actually end up like seeing in the game right now. It's probably going to be either going to be best jeans, because we saw him in also on ads, and also like we saw some of his cards being sort of like leaked in the game. And also the battle pass is kind of like something that I feel like they should keep consistent. If they like release sort of like the battle pass now, once that battle pass is ended, they should like release another battle pass, maybe like use Zero, I don't know, like the sound girl, can I call her that? I'll just like placing it like one of her image in the on screen so you guys like know what I'm talking about in case like you don't know. And yeah, I think they should just like make her an A character and also like place her in the battle pass. It would be a really good idea to keep like people grinding the game, and also like keep them engaged like alongside like getting a free character as well. Would be amazing like to see in the game right now. So I hope like they keep it up, because the game sort of like became very repetitive. Like sure, the mock trial, whatever it's called, is kind of like a good sort of like activity for people to keep busy, especially that you have to like to farm up to 8,000 points daily in order to like to keep people engaged, which is like an objective as well. But it doesn't deny the fact that if you have like 100 kpp or more, which is like the biggest whales, and also like the people that play the game daily and like the game, you gotta keep them or give them like some sort of like objective where they can actually play like using their characters or biggest characters by farming sort of like some sort of raid. As you like climb higher, you can actually fight bigger bosses or like giants. It would be amazing to see the whole server like fighting the same boss. I would love to see that personally, honestly. And like they should like release the raid as a whole sort of game event instead of like only a server. That would be amazing to see, honestly, if they actually decide to do that. But we have to like to wait and see if they decide to sort of like release a good PvE sort of like content right now using your character, because just like using 2 characters only, I think it's gonna make a lot of people sort of like fed up and also like frustrated with the game, and just like end up like, what's the point of just like farming and grinding repetitively just not to use the character? I'm just like raising my PP just like to use it in the timed event. I don't think it makes any sense, but hopefully they just start making stuff much better, because they're willing to improve, and that's something that we saw sort of like drastically from the changes that we saw drastically from the beginning until now. As you guys know, the game sort of like when it was released, it was kind of a mess. The only thing that they're lacking right now is actually the lack of communication, and seeing them not communicating with sort of like the player base, or kind of making a roadmap that can sort of make people understand where the game is going is kind of frustrating, and also like hinders a lot of people from spending more, because what's the point, right? And I do agree with that. Let me know what you guys like thoughts in the comments down below as well. I want to know how engaged you guys in the game right now, which character you want to like to see, and also which kind of PvE content you want to see, because gacha games, after a while, they tend to become very repetitive, and the only game that I saw or I know about right now that didn't fall under the repetitive like category is actually Genshin Impact, because they have like sort of like the open world where people can actually explore a little bit and see new stuff every, like they kind of like discover, right? They kind of go at their own pace and kind of discover the map and everything. But small gacha games such as like 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, or maybe My Hero Academia The Strongest Hero right now, kind of suffers from the lack of end game activities. But hopefully they kind of make changes. Like, as we know, the game just like got released like 3 months ago now, almost like 4 months. Maybe we're going into that 4-month like category, so we have to like to wait and see what we have in store, and hopefully they just like make us make us happy, hopefully. But let me know how your summons for Dabi went, because as you know, he's going to be sort of like disappearing very soon, so you have to like to keep in mind that if you're going to be summoning for him. And also, we're running a giveaway in the channel right now. If you guys didn't check it out, please, you can actually enter sort of like a chance to win something, and it would be amazing to give back to the community as well. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing as usual, and if you have anything in mind that you want to see in the future, just let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.